welcome to our presentation on finding scholarships. My name is Karen, and I'm the social media specialist here at Scholarships Canada. And you're in for a very exciting presentation today on finding scholarships. All right, so a little bit about us. So we also work, we basically work in a company called Edge Interactive, and we've been helping students find schools, scholarships, and careers for more than 15 years. And the Scholarships Canada presentation on finding scholarships is one of our most popular. So we do make the same presentation at schools. So if you are located in the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area, we'd be happy to come and visit your school and offer this presentation. Okay, and other websites that we also cover are schoolfinder.com and steadyincanada.com and gradschoolfinder. Okay, so a little bit about me. So my name is Karen, yet again, and I actually am a recent graduate from Ryerson University. I took a previous bachelor's degree at York University as well, so I've been in school for quite some time. So I do understand that finding scholarships is definitely one of very important factors when it comes to not only choosing a school but funding your education. I enjoy things like reading and writing and traveling and learning new languages, but also one of the great things that I love about our city and the schools in Toronto are just basically we come from a very multicultural background, so that's great. And now I'm going to pass it over to Faiza, who will be helping with moderating the questions today.
Hi everyone, my name is Faiza. I spent most of my life across the pond actually. So I was born and raised in Saudi Arabia. I'm originally from Bangladesh and spent some time in the UK for my studies. I moved back to Canada 2 years ago and have been Edge for about a year now. And I enjoy meeting up with all the domestic students that we see here at the fairs and helping them to find information about their schools and scholarships. And I look forward to answering all your questions.
All right, great, wonderful. So here's an overview of what we plan to cover today. First of all, we're going to give you a bit of background information about how much an education, post-secondary education would cost, as well as the value of an education and career earnings afterwards. Then we'll go on to some interesting facts about scholarships that you may not know, any tips on helping you get started on your search, and also some useful websites and resources. And if you're a parent that's attending this webinar, that may be a section of interest to you. Okay, so basically in education, how much does it cost? Well, based on the information from our School Finder website, we've pulled together some of the yearly costs for an education, and we estimate this to be around $17,000. So first of all, tuition. It can range anywhere from $5,000 and up, depending on the type of program or school that you attend. And again, with tuition fees going up, this can vary over time. Other fees to consider that many students may not consider would be fees like being part of a student association or library fees. Generally, there's a health plan that students can opt into when they attend a university or college, as well as books that we estimate about $6,000 that can move upwards to $1,000 or more, depending on if you're in a science-related program, for example, where you're spending a lot of money on textbooks and other things like accommodation, entertainment, and transportation. If you don't live on the campus, you may require bus fare or something, or a car to get to class. Okay, so how much will you make after you graduate? This is obviously something very interesting for students and parents. We gathered this information from Statistics Canada, and this is census data from 2006. Newer data will be available sometime in about March or so. But basically, over here we have a range of different careers with different yearly incomes. An actor, for example, right now we have $19,000, but that would vary depending on the type of career you pursue. If you're in a theater production, maybe you're making on the lower end, but if you end up in Hollywood, it can happen. You can make up upwards to millions of dollars. So it really depends on the direction that you take with your education, but definitely you can make your education worth it. So when we looked at the census data and graphed it over a period of time, according to Stats Canada, over the span of your career, those who do take post-secondary education receive $1.3 million more in their salary versus those with only a high school diploma. So you really can get a lot of value from your education, but of course education is expensive, and we're here today to talk about scholarships. So what are some interesting facts about scholarships? Well, based on the data in our website, we have $93 million of awards available on our website and 24,000 unique scholarships that are there. So definitely the information is out there for you, and scholarships do not require a high academic average. That's one of the main misconceptions about scholarships, that you need certain marks to be eligible for a scholarship, but that's not the case. 81% of the scholarships on our database do not require an academic average at all. And also, only 30% require some sort of financial need. So you don't necessarily need to be poor to be eligible for a scholarship or have high marks, and scholarships are available throughout the year. They also don't necessarily require a lot of community service or leadership opportunities. That is another misconception as well. We have only a small percentage of those scholarships require that particular eligibility requirement. And again, different stages in your academic life, scholarships will be available. Definitely one of the things that I promote is to find out more information about your scholarships. If you do have any questions, ask the scholarship administrator or go to your school. Generally, some schools may offer departmental scholarships. As I mentioned before, I graduated from Ryerson, the radio and television program. That particular program, there's a rumor going around that there aren't any entrance scholarships for the radio and television program, but that is entirely false. My friend, who's currently in her 4th year of studies right now, just recently found out that she could have received an entrance scholarship if she simply asked the department for more information. She had a high, or rather a 90 plus average, so generally speaking that would make you eligible for many entrance scholarships. She didn't ask the radio and television department for information about entrance scholarships, and later on when she found out that one of her colleagues who actually received a lower average, who went in with an 80% average, actually received an entrance scholarship simply because he asked the department for more information about that. So you don't want to miss out on any opportunities. Often all you have to do is ask for more information. And again, scholarships are awarded throughout the year, so if you're in your 2nd, 3rd, or 4th year, there are scholarship opportunities available for you, as well as if you're in the master's or doctorate level. So we also polled our scholarship administrators, and we found that nearly 60% of them would like more applications for their scholarships. So definitely that's really interesting. There are some scholarships that are available which may have smaller amounts, and generally those scholarships are not as competitive, so there are fewer applications. But I would definitely recommend and encourage you to apply for scholarships with smaller values, because you can win many scholarships over time and add all those together to work those towards your education. So just because that scholarship may have a smaller amount, may only be $50 or $500, that's still a scholarship. If you're eligible for it, apply. Many of the scholarships that do have higher values do have more applications. Definitely still apply for those, but don't discount the ones that have smaller values. Also, 37% of scholarships go unclaimed every year. And so if you haven't heard back from a scholarship administrator and would like to know how your application did, definitely contact them and maybe find out more on how you can, if you didn't win that scholarship, how you can improve your application for next time if you're still eligible the following year. And also, scholarships come in many different flavors. So pretty much if you have a particular interest, there is a scholarship out there for you. So if you play a particular instrument, for example, bagpipes or the clarinet, or if your parents or relatives work for a particular organization, or you play sports, there are scholarships available for you. Okay, so in terms of looking at scholarships, there are over 1,000 award providers from different types of organizations. So not only universities, colleges, and career colleges, there are non-educational organizations that offer scholarships. We do have two examples here, being Ringette Canada, who offers 2 scholarships for Canadian students who play ringette. Ringette is a sport where there's this felt frisbee that gets passed around, so that's interesting. And also the Multiple Sclerosis Society of Canada offers scholarships at the doctorate level. So again, scholarships are offered at any level of study. So even though you are taking graduate studies, there are scholarships available for you. So definitely have a look. As well, one of the bigger scholarships on our website actually is an international scholarship for studies at an American university, so the International Fulbright Science and Technology Award. It's a very popular scholarship, great opportunities. If you ever follow their Facebook fan page, they always have lots of videos on the exchange program experience, and it's valued at $180,000 for over 3 years. As well, there's the TD Canada Trust Scholarship, which is really popular, and also, again, 20% of our scholarships do not even require a specific field of study. So that doesn't mean that if you are studying a particular program or anything, that scholarships are not applicable to you. They definitely are. One example is if you're in trades or taking courses in career college, then there are scholarships there as well. Okay. So let's see, some more facts. So scholarships are not just offered at universities or colleges. We did a breakdown. So we do have about over 1,000 administrators are non-educational administrators. So those are from organizations that are either companies or associations. So if you're part of a certain club, they could be religious affiliations or trade unions. Often this requires membership, sometimes not. If you do know somebody who is part of a certain organization, it's a great idea to ask for more information. It's possible that your uncle or your aunt or maybe even your parents, their company, which they're working for, may offer a scholarship that they're just starting up and may not have advertised yet. So there's an opportunity waiting there for you. All you have to do is ask. And again, this is a breakdown of all the scholarships that are available, all totaling up to over $93 million worth of awards. So right now, we'll take a break for a poll question.